week 5. Okay, so it opens up with Jeff telling everybody that they're going to be switching tribes. Everybody grabs an egg. Everybody smashes the egg on their body. If you're orange, you're Manano. If you're blue, you're Ceylani. I will divvy up the teams for you in the post later on. Okay. Immediately, Colton is like, they're Greek goddesses and we're going to lose everything. Now, when those same strong guys were on his own team, what did he want the most? To get rid of them. But now that they're on the other team, they suddenly look much better. They do the reward challenge. It is carrying a bucket with holes in the bottom. Fill it full of water. You carry it over some boxes and you dump it. The first team to dump their water, raise their flag, wins. Well, of course, the Greek goddesses and gods win, and the little tribe of Colton's misfits loses. Manano. No. Anyhow, they have to leave the beach that they've been on and go build a whole new beachfront and shelter and the whole bit. And here's Colton again, doing absolutely nothing while everybody else walks around working, and then he's to the camera trash talking everyone, how stupid they are, what losers they are, how they're pathetic and they don't know how to play the game. The women try to catch a chicken. He's laying there doing nothing and they don't catch the chicken. These people don't even know how to play Survivor. All right, within a few minutes of being at the Survivor or at the new Manano camp, Colton starts his scurry shit that he does. Ooh, I said shit. Sorry. Anyhow, he starts his scurrying around like he does, and he goes up to Street. Street, for one brief shining moment, I thought she actually had a brain, and it went something like this. Colton. So, don't tell anybody, but what I'm thinking is that we should get rid of Christine. Street. No, that's unstable. Now, mind you, she hates Christina. 20 minutes later, Colton. Now, just trust me on this. I think we really need to consider getting rid of Monica because she's the head of the snake. Street. Okay. What is going on there? These two are incredibly stupid. First of all, she should have jumped at the get rid of Christina thing because she hates Christina. But no, she uses a brain for about 20 seconds. And so he, being the snake he is, just approaches her from a different route and ding dong goes, alrighty, I'll do that. Okay. So Colton has got Street to move over to his side, and now these two are going to be the evil villains that run this camp of quote-unquote idiots. Over on the Ceylani tribe, I think it's Chelsea, who has just completely abandoned her group of girls, sided up with Jay and Troy, and then she finds an idol. But first she prayed. After looking for a long time, she couldn't find it. So then she prayed to find the idol, and I'm thinking to myself, well, yeah, don't you know God doesn't like you to worship false idols? So, you know, you should have no other gods before me. So he said, all right, you prayed to me, now you can have it. That was a joke. Anyhow, she finds it. Now she thinks she's all set. She shares it with her buddy that she has it, and it's going to be this 4-team, and screw Sabrina and Kat. They're done on the Ceylani tribe. But I don't see them losing anytime soon. We get to immunity. Now immunity is in the water, teams of 3. Use any means necessary to get your ball into the hoop by tackling the other people. In the first round, Mike dunks it, no problem. In the second round, Leaf gives Mike the biggest run for his money and almost makes the shot where Mike tried like 6 or 7 times and couldn't do it. In the third round, Monica finally gets a point from Manono. In the fourth round, a moment of magic happened because the Wicked Witch, that's Colton, is out playing in the water, and he gets the ball, and he's holding it, and he's not giving it to anybody, and they're jumping on him, and he's sinking down the water, and you hear, "Help me! I'm melting!" I'm melting is a little ad-lib, but that's what I heard. "Help me! I'm melting!" Okay. Needless to say, Monono lost, and they went back to their camp, where Colton goes up to Monica, and they talk about getting rid of Tarzan. Oh, let's talk about Tarzan for a moment. Bill, first of all, Jeff, would you do the American public a favor and have a reward challenge that benefits us by giving him a new freaking swimsuit? Get rid of the Speedo. Secondly, apparently, Bill is a, oh, what is he? I had aphasia right there. That's what that was. He's a plastic surgeon. And I'm looking at him going, no, I need a lot of work done, but if I went to him, I'd have boobs on top of my forehead. I mean, they might be good for shade, but nothing else. So, Bill, not Bill. I keep saying Bill. Why do I keep saying Bill? It's not Bill. I have aphasia. Tarzan. All right, so Tarzan's a plastic surgeon, and, yeah, no. He's got lots of words in his vocabulary, but, and he has no memory whatsoever. So Monica has no idea, and Christina has no idea that Monica's getting voted out. Now, my biggest complaint about Survivor this season, besides Colton and Street, is Jonas. Jonas, where is your brain, buddy? These people have completely forgotten about numbers. Completely. All right, for the second week in a row, Colton, the mastermind, who's really the biggest idiot I've ever seen play this game, has done his level best to make sure his team is the weakest possible. In the first 2 weeks, he got Matt and Bill voted out, because take away the strong guys. We don't want to win. We don't want to actually make it to the merge full and confident. No, because he knows he'd be weaker there. So this week, Monica is clearly one of the strongest, if not the strongest on the team, next to Leaf. And what does he want? He wants her gone because she has a brain, because she's smart, because she's strong. And so he gets rid of Monica this week. So now they're going to go to the next immunity weaker, and they're going to lose again, and they're going to get to the merge, a pathetic little ragtag minor number, and he somehow thinks that this is going to do well for him in the end. I don't get it. Who does he think he's going to win over? Sabrina and Kat? Maybe Street could take Kat, but Jonas really disappoints me with his just going along because it gets him one day further. Very short-sighted, very stupid, and unfortunately Monica went home. I was really disappointed in that, and I can't stand Colton. I couldn't stand him from the first time I saw him on the screen, and I'll tell you why. It has nothing to do with him being gay. It has everything to do with him being entitled, incredibly lazy, sits back and watches everybody work, and has an attitude of judging everybody while they're putting in effort and he's putting in none, because the Survivor people should just hand him everything. His entitled attitude is just disgusting. Okay, so Colton put a Twitter apology out for the world to see, and I'm going to read it to you as quickly as I can. Were my comments ignorant? Yes. They were meant to be funny. I see they weren't. Do I regret them? I'm torn. In a way, yes, because it hurt people. But seeing myself act that way on television helps me to grow as a person, because it's uncomfortable and embarrassing for me to watch. It's kind of one of those situations where you don't really realize how you sound until it's played back and you're literally cringing. I seriously don't hate anyone. I make fun of myself. My sense of humor has always been kind of sarcastic and somewhat critical. I call myself a queen as a joke. Am I a bigot? I don't think so. I think I was a 20-year-old brat who had never been out into the real world, and what I thought was funny and okay wasn't. I learned I can still be funny, and it doesn't have to be at the expense of someone else. Pageant wave. Okay, so all right, he apologized. We still have to endure weeks of him on TV. Now, the thing is, I'm not going to give you a pass on the I'm 20, so I shouldn't be blamed for it, because the whole LGBT community has been on this, anti-bullying move, which is appropriate, and they're saying that kids in high school shouldn't be bullying other kids in high school. Those people are under 20. So if we're going to hold that standard for kids in high school, I say we can hold it for some 20-year-old brat who thinks he owns the world. I'm just not a fan of either Alicia and Colton. The one thing I am dying to see is the two of them eat each other alive. Cannot wait for that moment because those two deserve it. All right, this is Diana. I'll catch you next week for Survivor One World, the recap.